Hey everybody, I'm your host Sid. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Medley Media Podcast. If this is your first time with us, please be sure to like and subscribe for me if you are a returning viewer. Thank you so much for tuning back in. So today I have the absolute pleasure to introduce Certified. That is Certified with the X, y'all. Let's be clear. Certified with the X_1 on Instagram. How you doing today?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
Good. It is so good to have you. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
All right. So before we get too into it, I do want to go ahead and shout out your YouTube. Again, that is Certified with an X, and that is FAFPMB. So be real specific. Go ahead and search that YouTube channel and subscribe for me. So let's go ahead and start right off with the Medley Minutes. So let's talk about where you're from.
I was born originally in New York.
Okay.
Raised in the South, Danville, Virginia. Up until 2010. Then we migrated to North Carolina. So
Okay. All right. So you kind of just been all up and down the East a little bit.
all up and down the East.
Okay. How was it in New York for you? How long were you in New York?
I was in New York. Well, actually, I was born. I stayed up there for until I was 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I moved back down here in Virginia. Then we moved back up there in I want to say 2008. So basically, I was raised down south, though.
Right. Okay. Understandable. And so how did you get started rapping or making music? What makes you want to do that? How did you get started?
How did I get started? At first, it was just me playing around. But then, I started taking it serious. I want to say 2015, 16.
Okay.
I was going through depression in my life or whatever. And then, I started playing with the music. It was like an outlet.
Yeah,
to
that's
the depression. So basically made me through it. So that's basically how I got started.
Okay, I can respect that. So what's something that you've learned so far as an artist?
Something I learned so far as an artist. I don't really know how to answer that. Something I learned so far as an artist. I don't really know. I'm still learning.
Okay,
Yeah,
so everyday process type thing.
Everyday process. Yeah, I'm learning every day. So yeah.
Okay, all right. And so again, as an artist, so what do you think that you're able to bring to the rap game? You have a few years under your belt now. So what are you bringing?
What I bring to the rap versatility. My style is real. I think it's something that the rap game, the music industry needs.
Okay.
It's very versatile. I want to say it's more I'm like a vibe artist. I can't really say I'm a rapper. I'm more like a vibe artist.
Okay, understood. Yeah. And when you say vibe artist, so you just kind of go off the beat. Really, you don't necessarily have.
Not necessarily. It's what I'm going through. Basically.
Okay.
What I'm going through, it's gonna come out through my music. That's how I express it. So.
All right, I understand that. And so if you could only listen to one album, anybody's album, which album would it be?
One album, anybody's album.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough right there.
Yes, got you thinking a little bit.
Okay. Let me say, I would say Lil Wayne.
Okay.
The Carter, one of the Carters.
One of them. It doesn't matter which one, just one of them.
It's just one of the Carters, yeah.
Okay, and why Weezy? I used to be a Weezy fan.
Weezy, why Weezy? Why not Weezy?
Right, okay.
Why not? He's very versatile.
Yeah, he is.
And he's inspirational. I could say, he adds to what I'm bringing to the game. He's very versatile, and I feel like that's what's really needed right now.
Relatable for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that. Yeah, I definitely like Lil Wayne. He's Hot Boy. When he was a hot boy, that was real back in the day for real. Yeah. Okay. Right, that's real back in the day. Okay, so what's one thing that you would say is maybe the most inspiring thing about being an artist?
Oh, the most inspiring thing to inspire others.
Okay.
The music industry is a real inspiration to many people all across the world. So yeah, that's the most beneficial part of it. That's what I really like about it.
Okay. Right, because even touching on how you got started, even that can be inspirational for yourself. Even you kind of had a way of inspiring yourself. Okay,
right.
So yeah, I feel that.
Some people can find inspiration in what me expressing what I've been through. They might find inspiration in that. Just some people might be ready to give up, but then they might hear this interview, they might hear some of the things I'm saying, expressing what I've been through in the music industry. They be like, well, wow, this dude can make it through that. Well, you know what I'm saying? So you never know who's listening.
Yeah, that's very true. Right. That's very true. Okay. And so how do you prepare for like a day in the studio or a day as an artist? How does that work for you?
That's like you really don't prepare. It's like a feeling. Like you feel something, you hear a beat, and you just feel it. It's like you just got to go in there.
Okay.
I'm really like prepared for it.
Okay. And do you write at all, or are you just mainly freestyle?
I'm basically like freestyling in my head, but I'm writing it down at the same time because I don't want to forget it. I
Okay.
say it in my head, then I write it down. Keep going though, and I just keep adding
As
to
you
it. Just
hearing
like
the
that.
beat.
Not really hearing the beat because I do a lot. I write a lot of songs without beats.
Okay.
Right, and then I just hear a beat and then I just add the lyrics to it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
would you like consider that more of like a poetic thing that you have going on? You just tie it into your music, or how does that work? Because not many artists can do that, to be able to write without the beat in
Right.
front of you.
Right. I mean, you could say that. You can say that. Kind of poetic. I never heard anybody like refer to it as that, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what it sounds like to me anyway.
Yeah, because I do a lot of writing. Like I can be on the road driving, and I just jot stuff down, and I don't even have a beat to it.
Right.
Something I just say off poetic. Like I like that. Something I say off the top of my head, I'm like, okay. Then I write it down, add it. Just
Okay.
keep going. I build off of that.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool. That's a very unique style. I guess it adds to your versatile style. So yeah, I like that. Okay. And so what are some of your long-term goals as an artist?
Long-term goals as an artist. I just want to bang. I just want to be heard. I want people to hear my voice, hear what I'm bringing to the game, because it's something that no one can take away from.
Okay.
No matter what, you can't take away my music. My voice is here to stay. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And like when you do tap into like your creative side, like do you like to have like a specific vibe, or because I know you said you're a vibe artist, and I kind of like that name. So what does your vibe consist of? Let me put it that way.
I mean, it's
As an artist.
it's basically like what I'm feeling that day. Like if I got the beat in front of me and I'm listening to the beat and I'm going through something in my life, like a real deal situation, I can be happy. I'm gonna express that. Like
Okay.
it could be like a love story. I may be like going through like a happy time. We doing something real exciting. With me, couple of females, whatever. I'm gonna express that. You're gonna hear that in my music. So.
Okay. And do you find that certain emotions are harder to express through music?
Not really.
It's just kind of however you feeling, you're always able to.
That's exactly how I'm expressing.
Okay,
and it's
that's
easy
what's
for me to do that. Not at the time. I might not understand at the time, but after I listen to the music, I'm like, oh, okay. This is what I was going through at the time. And I see it. And I listen to like several of my tracks and I heard it. I'm like, okay, I was listening to this. And it reminds me of the situation I was going through.
It's easier to reflect.
Right.
Okay.
And hopefully other people will see that too.
Right. Okay. Understood. And so do you have any like projects, like any albums, EPs or anything coming, anything you're working on like that? Or are we just doing like singles, freestyles and stuff?
No, right now I'm focusing on singles, but I have a whole project ready to release, whole mixtape ready to release, but I'm just basically pushing Playtime over right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
All right. And speaking of Playtime, I actually want to get into that. So again, that is a freestyle that you just recently dropped on YouTube, and that is called Playtime Over. And so again, it is a freestyle. So what was your inspiration for that? Again, you just got in the booth and was just Playtime is over. What does that mean? What does it mean when you say Playtime over?
Like it's my latest release from my last video I dropped. I want to say like the end of December. The end of 2019, so it's like around December, something like that. That was my last video. So up until now, I released Playtime. I was like, that's a perfect name for it, Playtime Over.
Okay. I
haven't released a video since then. I have other singles I released, but I was like, I like this one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and release the video. Like it makes a statement. Let's make a statement.
Right, and I did want to talk about that. So the visual that you chose for that, was it conceptual to the song? Or was that also just like a vibe video?
It was like, I can basically say it was like a vibe video because we went like totally off.
Yeah.
It was like freestyling because the concept I had for the video, it was totally different from how the video turned out.
Okay. Does that happen often?
No, actually it doesn't. So, but dealing with the cameraman I have, shout out to Medley Studios.
Big shout out.
The vision changed, so I was like, okay, let's do this. We can go with that.
Okay, that's what's up. I'm definitely glad it still worked in your favor because I did check that out and I like that. So yeah, y'all be sure to check out that video. I definitely did like that. And so what? Okay, well, who is your favorite artist? Now we picked Lil Wayne for the favorite album, if you could listen to an album. But who's your favorite artist? You can do right now or like in general.
I really can't say I have a favorite artist because
Okay.
You can catch me listening to Taylor Swift in the car. If it sounded right, I'm gonna be in there listening to it. Like
Not T Swift.
Taylor Swift.
I used to be a big fan. Okay, I used to be a big
like
fan.
just an
22.
example, like I really don't have any picks, but yeah, I'm just like if it sounds good, I'm listening to it.
So you're a versatile listener and everything.
Versatile.
I feel like that's the best way to be as an artist. That's really how you keep your knives sharp type, if
Right.
you will.
And that's how I express myself. Like I'm a vibe artist, so it basically goes on how I express myself as an artist. I'm a vibe artist. I listen to anything. If it sounds good, like I'm with it. I listen to it, but I don't have any picks.
Okay. All right. And if you could describe your music in 3 words, what would the 3 words be?
Amazing, different, versatile.
Okay. Amazing, different, and versatile. Okay. So what makes your music different?
You just got to go and check it out. Check
Okay.
it out, and then
Go see for yourself.
Go see for yourself.
Okay, that's real. All right. Let me see what we got next. Okay, and so do you prefer a visual with every project, or did you just decide to do a video for Playtime Over just because it's been a minute?
I really prefer, if I'm pushing a single, I really prefer a video with it.
Okay, why?
I mean, you set something in front of the people, they only going to look at what you said in front of them, so
Yeah.
listen to what you said in front of them, so that's why I prefer it. Knowing, okay, that goes back to the question you asked. In the music industry, what I've learned from it, that's one of the things I learned from it. What you send in front of the people is what they're
gonna see.
That's gonna gravitate to. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the visual with this because I've been moving like just with the single. Then we throw the visual out there. I said I'm gonna drop the single and the visual at the same time, and let's do something different.
Okay.
Wanted different results, and then I mean, like the results I'm getting from it is actually good.
Okay, that's good. And so is it something that you can like take with you so the next time you apply the same type of pressure?
Exactly.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. And then when it comes to dropping, do you think that it's better to drop your single at the same time as the visual or let them hear it for a second first and then give them something to look at?
Yeah, sometimes it's good to move like that. Like let them hear the song first and then drop the visual because that's what I've been doing before.
Okay.
And I just wanted a different reaction. I wanted to see what this would do. And like I'm liking the results out of dropping the visual with the song.
Okay, that's
really
good.
dope. At first I was second guessing myself. I was like, let's drop the song first. Mm-hmm. But then I was like, you know what? Let's just do a video. Because I was dedicated to my brother that passed away.
Okay.
I dropped the visual on his birthday and the song.
Okay, that's what's up.
I was like, you know what? So I was basically battling myself. Like, should I drop the visual and the song or hold off on the visual? But I was like, you know what? Let's just drop the visual and the song at the same time.
And now you're getting the feedback that you like. That's good.
Yeah.
So it really is about risk. It doesn't even matter how many years you into it, how long you decide to take a break. It's always about taking a risk when it comes to dropping music, whether it's a single, EP, or a visual.
Right. And then coming in as an indie artist, I mean, what's the risk? I mean, what can I lose? I'm starting from the bottom, so
okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to build it up. So I mean, what's the risk in that?
Okay, and actually, let's talk about that. So, as an indie artist, what is that? Somebody were to say, what is that? What would you say?
An indie artist?
Yeah.
I really don't know because I really don't really like the word indie, but that's what they consider myself. Like people that's really just coming in the rap game. Mm-hmm. Even though I've been taking it serious since 2015. They consider myself or people like me an indie artist if we're not on the mainstream level. So
okay, so is it more so about mainstream level or about your versatile style that you think would maybe consider? I'm trying to figure out where the indie part would come in.
I really don't know.
Yeah, because I know indie
confusing.
music, right? Like I've heard of that before, but I can't even name a specific artist, like in that genre. So it was like, that's why I'm like.
I'm confused about it too. Like,
okay.
Because if I would have to say myself, I mean, my music stands out and speaks just as all the major artists, mainstream artists. Mm-hmm. But then when it comes to the industry and the music, they like, well, just the indie artist. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, all right. But if the world gravitates to it, then all of a sudden you're a mainstream artist.
Okay, so you feel like maybe, would you say that being an indie artist has like a negative connotation right now?
I would say so.
Okay.
I really would say so.
Okay. I'm not. Yeah, I'm actually
I'm
now that I
confused.
think
That's
about it.
confusing
Yeah,
too.
I'm like that's actually something to think about because I've never really looked at it that way. Because I know me personally, I don't really listen to that music, but I still have a versatile sense of music that I choose to listen to. So
Right.
it's like if an artist, pop up every now and then, I'm not against it, but yeah, for it to have a negative connotation, I feel like it's really just about it being trendy. Like you said, when it's time for indie music in the mainstream sense, then I know it'll definitely be popping.
But how I consider, I like I say, it goes back to me saying, if it sounds good, I listen to it.
Right.
Indie, mainstream, if it sounds good to me, it's good music. I mean,
Right.
I wouldn't consider them indie artists or main. I mean, if it sounds good, I mean, how's the next person gonna? I mean, if you got a fan out here, they listen to the music. What are they gonna say? They like the music, or oh, that's an indie artist.
Right.
It sounds good, but it's an indie artist. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and I feel like more people are like that than we know. Like, if it sounds good, they're gonna listen to it because I honestly feel like that's how a lot of people get even famous today, or
Right.
even have these one hit wonders today, just because that's what sounds good right now.
Right.
Yeah, so I definitely get that. Okay, so the next question would be, what support or resources do you rely on as an artist?
Myself.
Okay.
That's basically myself, because I mean, I'm putting all in my team, like the people I reach out, other than the team I reach out to, the people that help me get it out there, bring my vision to light. Just myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like a team is a necessity when it comes to being an artist?
Of course. Always. You have to have that team. You have to have these people, like the person that's going to shoot the video, the person that's going to host your mixtape or to host your single, or like people that's going to get it out there to the people that's not going to basically listen to you. Yeah, it's definitely a necessity.
Okay. And how easy or hard is it as far as promotion?
I mean, I guess it's all in the artist.
Mm-hmm.
Because it costs money, so it's all in it's all in how the artist is going to push, so yeah.
Okay. And so do you use your platforms like Instagram? Is it mainly for promotion purposes, or do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you reach out to network? How does it benefit you to use your platforms is what I'm asking.
I mean, it's real. I use my platforms all the time. Like, it's beneficial to reach out to certain people that might just not want to just see me, or they might just see somebody else, and then, like, basically the people that I can't reach, that they might be in reach of, they might see the video or might not pay me any attention, look over top of me, or see somebody else post it, and they be like, oh, well, who is this guy?
Right. So it's really about who you know.
Yeah.
When it comes to networking.
Sometimes it's about who you know.
Okay. All right. And so if you can think about an answer, what would you say your most valuable skill is? And this can be as an artist or as a person. Just what would be your most valuable skill?
My loyalty and my realness.
Okay.
That's the most valuable. It's like it got me far as it got me here, basically.
Okay.
Just being loyal and real.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Standing
100%.
behind whatever you do, just stand behind it.
Okay. All right. And so of course everybody has principles, but do you have like a certain principle or just a certain rule of life that you go on no matter what, since you did say loyalty?
I'm big on loyalty. There's nothing more than loyal. I'd rather have your loyalty than love.
Okay.
I'd rather you be loyal to me than love me.
Okay. Yeah, I've
you
heard
can
that
love me
before.
and still be unloyal. I'd rather you have your loyalty. Yeah.
That's true. I agree with that. And so what would a label have to offer you in order for you to sign?
A partnership.
All right. So just more than a contract.
Yeah.
You need shares and.
Yeah. It has to be joint, because I'm coming with my own. I don't want to be signed to a label like as an artist. I want to sign my label, FAFPNB.
Okay.
That's how I'm coming at the game.
All right. So you're looking to start your own record deal, record company deal, as well as being an artist?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That's real independent. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm going with it.
Yeah, because I feel like now a lot of new artists are being smarter about, owning their masters and stuff like that. Yeah, so I feel like that's all a big part of that.
Yeah, like, there's nothing a label can offer me like I haven't already seen.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, I've already seen $1 million money.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't want to sign to a label to shadow me. No, I want to sign my label. That way I can do my own thing and put other people on to help other artists where I come from.
On some like Rock Nation, Jay-Z type.
If you want to,
that's like first example.
It's a whole lot exactly. It's just first example, but it's a whole lot of other like labels out here that's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I want to be the CEO of my own. Yeah, that's how I'm coming at the game.
Okay, yep, I can respect it. And what is one what is one common misconception about being an artist? So what's something that people might think that's not necessarily true when it comes to being an artist?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
I really don't know because I haven't made it that far, but I would say reading a book by its cover, judging the book by its cover.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting to know the person, a whole lot of people judge them by like what they see. But yeah, that's like the biggest misconception.
Okay.
I'm gonna say.
I can agree with that, especially when it comes to mainstream, because I feel like you have to have a look. It don't matter what you sound like. If you don't look a certain way, even as a female or a male artist, right. It's actually harder for you to become.
You get overshadowed. They like, like, really, who is this?
Yeah. Yes, I definitely feel that. And the last question I have for you, are there any goals for 2021? What can we expect next? I know you said you have a few projects, but you're just pushing singles. So what should we be looking for?
Just more work. I have a whole lot coming. Like, it's a whole lot of music and visuals I've been sitting on.
Okay.
Like, I'm just working. I'm just getting the music. I just want to get my music out there to the world.
Stay down till you come up type thing.
Stay down till I come up.
Yeah, I feel you. We'll just keep pushing. Definitely. I know you said you took a little break, and sometimes that's necessary, but that's really when you come back the hardest. Like, when you take a break, sit back, and really peep what's going on. So, yeah, I can definitely respect it.
I really needed that break.
Yeah, it'd be like that. I feel you.
I really needed that break. I like it.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
It was a strong comeback.
Yep, time for research and all that, and you come back 10 times harder.
And they loving it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
FAFPMB, they loving it.
FAFPM. All right, I like it. I like it. Well, I'm definitely glad that you joined us today. Any shout outs, anything you want to say before we close it on out?
Shout out my wife.
That's right.
My A1. I mean, when everybody else folded, she was there.
That's right.
FAFPMB. By the way, that means fuck a favor, pay me, bitch.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
Because I'm like the type of person, I've always looked out for people, but no one ever looked out for me.
Yeah.
Look around, no one ever looked out for me. So I was like, yo, when I come out, it's like, yo, fuck a favor, pay me, bitch, pay me this time. Let me do me.
Yeah, I like that. I feel you. All right. Well, I definitely, again, thank you so much. And again, y'all, thanks for tuning in to the Medley Media Podcast. I am Sid. Make sure you like and subscribe for me. See y'all next time.